Keep in mind that as you're doing this drawing, you may have to go back to the technical floor plan to get some dimensions, especially when you're placing these windows. And sometimes on the technical drawing, they dimension the window to the edge versus the center. And you can add extension lines by simply coming up here to the menu, clicking on single extension. And if you click the edge of the window, it's still going to dimension to the middle. So what we need to do is go into our options. No, go into our drawing setup and go into dimensions and extensions. And you'll see here if we click on openings, right now the dimension, where is it? Opening options, dimension options, extension options, sorry. We go to the extension, we'll see that on openings, its standard is set to center. If you change that to edge and click OK, now when you come in here and do a extension line, it shows up on the edge of the window. And now you can throw a dimension in here to place it. Okay. Otherwise, you can just do some math. This is a 2-foot window, so add another foot to this and you would get to the middle of it. Okay, but you can change that setup under the file menu and going into your drawing options and then going into dimensions and extensions. And you can change how things are dimensioned and extensions. Same with this. Exterior walls are dimensioned to the edge. Interior walls are dimensioned to the center, which isn't typical when we're doing interior walls. So you can change that to edge if you want as well and click OK. And now when I go to place this, oh, where'd my wall go? I had an interior wall in here. I'm going to draw one now. If I draw my interior wall in here, now when I throw a dimension on that, it will dimension still to the center. Why is it still going to the center? Let's go back in here, drawing options, dimensions and extensions. Beams are center, interior walls are edge. What about dimension options? Interior walls are center. Let's go to edge. Click OK. Try that again. Again, you can just do the math. That's fine, except it's a little more difficult. So now if I do that, it takes me to the edge of my wall, which is what it looks like on our technical plan. Okay. Similarly, we got to edit this cross. On some plans, they allow 6 inches versus 3. So we click on this. This is a 9'3" opening. This is intended for a 9-foot garage door. If we want to show that this matches our floor plan, say 9'6", you'll notice we can't change the dimension here, but we can change the rough dimension. So if we make that 9'6" and click OK, it makes the rough opening 9'6", but doesn't change the dimension. So let's edit that again and put that back the way it was. What you have to do is click off the product code, and that will allow you now to edit the width and height of this. So now I can change this to 9'6" and click OK, and both the opening size and the dimension change. Okay, so once you've got your cross in and your windows, make sure you change those dimensions and get those placed where they need to be, as well as checking the size of the window. I'm going to erase this interior wall.